Milano's Lounge on the main floor, with comfortable seating options both inside and on the outside patio. Book your room today at thekindlerhotel.com in Lincoln at 11th and P.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson with Peter Ferguson, BHS LLC. And joined on the ones and twos, we've got the infamous, I want to say, I got a nickname for it. I said the Travis Scott. I'm going to call you the Sheila E.
Okay.
Do you even know who Sheila E is?
No, I don't, but I'll take it.
You're going to have to look that up.
I'm scared to look her up.
No, look, it's legit. It was Prince's drummer.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. Sheila E. throws it down. But Nia Davis, and I am appreciative to have her here at 11 o'clock. First time doing the board on Bigger Than the Score, so welcome.
Wow, this is my first Bigger Than the Scoreboard.
Bigger than the score. Bigger than the score. She said scoreboard. You're trying to change the name already. No, I wasn't saying
scoreboard. I was saying it's my first time being on the board for this show.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you came in the show changing the name. You're gonna make me not like the Cowboys anymore.
I'm taking over.
There's nothing wrong
Bigger
with that.
Than the Score with host Nia Davis.
Well, I'm really glad to have you here. We've got a Sunday morning, absolutely beautiful outside weather-wise. You really can't get much better. I mean, look at this. You got. Oh, we got people filming and everything. I was like kind of wondering wondering what was going on. But beautiful weather outside. Got a Husker win last night in a couple different capacities, not only football but volleyball. Kind of got the ship steered the right way, and so
that was nice to come back.
Yeah, dominant in so many ways, and so just great all the way around. Like I said, it's gotten to see some people kind of walking, doing that, getting their coffee here at the mill, and then
everybody's a little slow this morning.
A little slow, but also heading back. I've seen a couple, Colorado license plates, so making that trip back. So but for those that are listening,
drive
really
safe.
Appreciate. Yeah, please do drive safe. I know the roads are going to be full on the way back, so definitely want people to get back. And thank you for coming and patronizing. Whether it be just the local economy, we have to throw that out there in these times. It doesn't matter where you're from. We do want to thank you for supporting businesses here in Lincoln. And then got that fly back again.
Yes,
every
I am
week.
hating it. It's every Sunday too.
No, it's every week.
No
there's
joke,
one.
because every time I'm here, any other day of the week, this is never a problem.
Well,
every Sunday there's a fly caught in here.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. If we catch the fly, then there's a $50 bounty out for the fly right now, as we know. But again, this is our second week, new time, 11 o'clock on Sunday. So we don't have the sunrise edition. I told Harrison that it's going to be interesting coming in when there's light.
Right. You're like driving here and it's actually light outside.
And leaving at that,
and people are actually like here.
They're in the mill, they're enjoying. So really excited about that on a lot of ways. Just want to throw out a quick, just thoughts, condolences to the families over in Winder, Georgia, at Appalachia High School. Obviously, many may be familiar, but there was a school shooting this week, and 4 individuals were killed, 2 scholars and then 2 adults. And I know there were some others that are injured. Just thoughts to the scholars, the families, the community, as we talk about just elevating young people's voices and being something that's bigger than the score. Recognize that at this time, as DP always says, would definitely utilize our love prints, and our thoughts and prayers are with that community, but also all of those that are impacted by that. And so I think I'd be
just scared too.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that in this space. And so wanted to put that out there. But had a great show last week, and I know we're going to have another one this week, but I don't know if you got to hear it at all, but we had Eva and Nainoa that were on, and both of them were scholars at Park Middle School. And the clip, I don't know who did the clip. If you or Harrison
it wasn't
did the
me,
clip,
so I don't take credit for
okay, well, the clip, if you didn't see it, Nainoa talked, we asked them about like just advice they would give to scholars or educators, and it probably got more traction and more comments. I got more DMs on that than I have on a lot of them. And it just talked about that failure is the first step to success. Nainoa, a middle school scholar, said that failure is the first step to success. And so just if you happen to miss a show, or, I know NFL is starting today. And so the Cowboys are getting ready to kick off their road to the Super Bowl, but feel free. You can go to Red Circle. You can go to the Ticket app, catch the past shows, because what the scholars put in, what they say, the insight that they give, it oftentimes catches us off guard. And, And Eva last week, she started talking about her uncle. And I remember we asked somebody that she admired. And Harris and I were a little caught off guard. She started talking about him and started tearing up. And it was just one of those moments where you realize kind of why you provide the space, but the power that this space can have. And so just strongly encourage individuals. I know you had a strong voice, you still do, but had that voice when you were in high school and that kind of platform. And so before we transition to our guests, why do you think it's so important for young people to just kind of have that opportunity and those platforms, whether it's 93.7 The Ticket, whether it's in school, whether it's sitting in the line at a local restaurant, for young people to have their voice elevated?
Right. Well, I was literally just going to say, as you said that, I think that how you said it catches you off guard. I think there's so many things that young people can provide that oftentimes I think adults, or as you get older, you get so caught up in just routine and life and the day-to-day, like the hustle, whatever. And it's so cool to hear from people that are kind of not in the slower side of life, but haven't gotten to that, where they're more thinking like the certain stressors that we have, they're not having yet. And so sometimes, like, when you get that advice, like failure is the first step to success, all those things, and many times that I've seen throughout the past couple of months of just being here on Sundays, like it's a fresh perspective. It's such a fresh look at it, and so like oftentimes very wholesome. And I think that's why it catches us off guard, is because it's so pure still and so amazing. And it's so cool to actually have a platform for these kids, because we are of the future.
Well, and I always say, people say we're the future, but you're today.
True.
In all reality, no movement, no social justice movement, no movement period in America or the world has happened without young people kind of being at the forefront of it. And so when people say we're the future, I always have to correct them and say, you're actually today. You're the reason I spend money today.
Right.
You're the reason, sometimes I lose sleep. It's not because of the future, it's because of today. And so I'd like to see that term get shifted.
I like that.
Not only for young people, but also for us that are a little bit more seasoned, to recognize you're it. You're it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's super important with that. I like that even more, especially everything going on in the world right now is so like they see that, know that, recognize it. Like kids now are more educated and more aware than ever with social media and all that stuff. So their opinions matter and their voices matter. And so it's so cool that you provide this platform.
Well, I'm appreciative again to you, Harrison, DP, Rebecca for that. But with that being said, great segue, great transition. We've got two, I always say it phenomenal. I'm trying to find another word, but we've got two just outstanding community pillars of today, but also will be of the future. And they had graciously agreed to join us. And so got the smiling Jada Engelbart. I know you got a huge fan club. So Jada, how you doing?
I'm great.
Awesome. Excited to have her here. And then we also have Abel. And Abel, I did not want to mispronounce your last name, so I want to make sure I get that correct. But we got Abel, who is a scholar at UNL.
Yep. It's Yolich.
Okay, Abel Yolich. I had it phonetically, but I was like, I'm not gonna mispronounce it. So Abel Yolich, and so you are a senior at UNL, correct?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. Got that radio voice too. He was like that very white. All of a sudden, she's like, you brought in a high school student. She's like, okay, thank you. You said he's a senior. Okay.
That's what people say too. They're like, oh, you got kind of some like a good like voice or acting voice. And I'm like, nah.
That's a voiceover right there.
You can turn on your broadcasting voice. Absolutely.
Yeah. You're going to leave here with a job. You know that. So, well, hey, I want to start off, Jada, I want to start off with you. Tell us a little bit about who you are and who's in your family and have you always lived in Lincoln?
Sure. So my name is Jada Engelbart. I was actually born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
I lived there until I was about 1, and then I moved to Lincoln. My dad's name is Derek. My mom is Jenny, and I have a great brother who always helps me with my homework before bed. His name is Dayton. And of course, I have my fur baby. Her name is Daisy. She's a cat.
Oh, like that.
Yes.
So you said you've gone to school in Lincoln since you've been here since 1 year old. So we want to ask you about St. Louis memories or anything like that.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about where have you gone to school in Lincoln?
So in elementary school, I went to Cavett Elementary School,
Okay.
and then we
Me
moved.
too.
Yes.
Go Cardinals.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Go Cavett Cardinals.
Yes.
All right.
And then I moved before 3rd grade, and I went to Cloughcorn Elementary School. Where I then turned into a Cub.
Okay.
And for middle school, I went to Moore, where I turned into a Mountain Lion. So it's kind of cool how I went from.
So you use all sorts of well, at least they're all 4-legged animals, no birds or anything like that. So you stay consistent. And then high school.
So I went from a Cub to a Mountain Lion, and then now I'm a Grizzly at Standing Bear High School.
Okay. And so Standing Bear is in its 2nd year.
Yes.
Correct. And so I always give this out. Is there a scholar or an educator that you wanted to give a shout out to from any of those levels?
Oh, I mean, there are great teachers at Standing Bear because they're all great coaches as well. Like as a new school, like most of the teachers at Standing Bear are also going to be a coach. I think they're all great. I mean, Coach Kyle Beacom, he's the baseball coach. He always makes us laugh in my AP Human Geography class that I took my freshman year. He was awesome.
I like that. I mean, because it wasn't a coach that you had. It was a coach that was an educator. And so as you throw that out, so the shout out to Coach Beacom. I hope he's listening there. I know the Grizzlies Twitter network put it out there that you were going to be on. So Abel, what about you? Tell us a little bit about who you are, who makes up your family, and then where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, the Chi-Town,
yeah,
man. Okay.
About 7 hours away from Lincoln, driving 12 hours on the Amtrak, hour on a plane. So that's a little drive up here. So I go to school at UNL. I'm a senior. But what makes up my family is I have 2 parents, my dad and my mom.
Give their names. Give them a shout out too, so if they're listening.
So shout out Mr. John Yolich and shout out Wilder Lopez Yolich. Love them to death. They really got me to the point where I'm at today. And I have a younger brother, Luke Yolich. He's actually playing football right now. And then I have an older sister, Jada Yolich. She's in Baltimore, working at Johns Hopkins.
Wow. And so where did you, I know there's some people from Chicago that do listen, and I know John Goodwin over at the Malones from Chicago. So where did you go to elementary, middle, and high school? Give a shout out to them.
Yeah, so I went to a bilingual elementary school all years. So I think differently from Lincoln, we have K through 8.
Okay.
So it's everybody in the building is from kindergarten through 8th grade.
Wow.
So, and I went to a bilingual school, Inter-American Magnet Public School. It's right behind Wrigley Field. So when I went to school, it would be like 1 p.m. games. You could hear the crowd. You could hear the baseball chants, the music, everything. So I went to Inter-American Public School, bilingual, teaching social studies in Spanish, learning social studies, learning math in Spanish, then doing English, reading and writing in English. So it was back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
And then after that, I went to DePaul College Prep, which is located on the north side of Chicago. It's a private institution. And I went there all 4 years, was involved in Black Student Union, student government. I was student ambassador, played football, baseball. I was also in pep band as well, played percussion. And then transitioned from Chicago. I just came here, started doing school, wanted to become an educator, as Jada was saying, trying to get into that. But yeah, that's my city. I love my city, love my town.
Wow. We were on earlier about the Bears now. So yeah. Are you a Bears fan?
Sadly, I am not. I'm not. I'm a Packers fan, which is crazy, right?
Wow.
It's crazy. I'm a Packers fan, but I love Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Like, I love Caleb Williams. I love what the Bears is doing right now. I think they just really had some ups and downs in terms of like how they deal with.
That's one way to put it.
Okay. Yeah, like
Harrison got his hands in his head. He was like, okay, yeah, he might hurt something.
Yeah.
So Packers fan, Bears. Jada, what about you? You said you were kind of grandfathered into the team that you like, so you're in a safe space now. What if you have an NFL team? What is your NFL team?
Oh, definitely the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, my dad has always been a huge fan of them. And I feel like I just grow up like seeing him wear all his Eagles gear, like made me excited for it. And he taught me like the fight song and
okay. Oh, we might have to have you go ahead and sing that here awesome. A little bit now. So he had his hat on the day when he walked in. I forgot that was kind of one of his things. So we still let him in the studio anyways. So Jada, I want to start with you because Abel shared a little bit of the number of things he's involved in, but I'm interested just for people to continue to get to know who you are. What is something that's unique about you that people wouldn't know unless they spent time with you?
I think something that's unique about me is that while I am like I do a lot of sports, like I would like to say I'm athletic because I'm playing varsity volleyball right now, and I did basketball and tennis last year, but I'm also involved in other things like choir. And I'm in a leadership group at my school that I really enjoy. And I think that, like you said, it's more than the score. Like, you should get involved in activities that you love, and it doesn't have to be with a sport. I think it's important that you go for activities that you're passionate about and don't let peer pressure persuade you. Like, you only live once. You need to get involved in things that you like or have any interest in just to try it out, but don't drown yourself in too many activities at the same time.
I really like what you said, being multi-involved. I think people say multi-sport or multi-involved. And so oftentimes people like, but how do you do that? Like what's that first step? And so if I were to ask you, what's the first step somebody can take to being multi-involved? Just one of the many steps you've taken, but what do you think is the most important?
I think time management is really important for this because like, you don't want to be in so many activities where you don't feel like there's enough time in the day, but you still want to get involved in stuff. Like I said, like if you have just a little bit of interest in something, like go for it, go learn more about it. If it's not your thing, that's fine. Go back to the other things you're passionate about.
Love that. Abel, what about you? What's unique about you? If you're walking down the street, there's some things people probably like, oh, okay, I think I know who this dude is. But what's something you're like, nah, you don't know unless you get to spend some quality time with me?
I think something unique about me is that I'm not afraid to, come up to you, conversate, and show my support. I think that's how I met you, right?
Exactly. I was about to go ahead and state that, but yeah, it's exactly how it was.
Like I'm not going to, if I see an opportunity, I'm probably going to take it, right? And I think it's very hard for people to have that nowadays. Very hard because a lot of people are either, they're scared about what's going to happen or they're not, they're very introverted, which is also fine too if that's how you are. But for me personally, I feel like that's just how I was raised, right? I was raised in a household where, your mouth need to be fed, and a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You know what I mean? So I think that's something, unique about me. I feel that in terms of going out there and being outgoing, like that's my specialty. If you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to come up, be that representative, that's me, right? And if we were walking on the street, right, and I said, okay, it's we're in Lincoln, Nebraska. It might be, a little different from where I'm from, right? But I could say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
My name's Abel. Nice to meet you. I hope you have a good day. But it's still that, that passion, that love for just being like, I'm not afraid to know who you and get to know you and, be that person.
I've loved that about you because, again, that's initially how we met, that it was at a banquet. And I remember this brother was, he was dressed. He was dressed out and just spoke. And I mean, at that moment, I think bought the tickets for the group or whatever else, because I was just impressed, like the fact he's coming up and he's engaging. And so we're going to be right back. But after this break, again, I want to continue to get to know more about you, but also advice that you would give in your respective realms. I mean, you're in high school still, Jada, Abel. You're on that kind of cusp of getting out to what they call the real world, so to speak. And so advice that you would have for one another, but also out there. So we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Football season is here, and that means that fall is here. So start the season off right with Holidays in Bennett with Tailored Life. Make plans to stop by Bennett from September 6th through the 8th for open houses for shops. And on Sunday, enjoy a street market with creative collabs with over 30 vendors, food trucks, and a kids zone. It's Holidays in Bennett from September 6th through the 8th. Make sure to stop and see Tailored Life, Garden, Home, and Gift when you stop by.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
IT issues wreaking havoc on your day? It's time to hire the experts. It's time to hire Hamilton. When it comes to your business, you don't have time to worry about network security, data backup, and protection, or support when devices slow down or stop working. At Hamilton, we ensure that your technology is up to speed and works as hard as you do. Don't let IT issues slow you down. You deserve better. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh yeah, this is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 17th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Experience a cleaner tomorrow with Niederhaus Refuse. Whether it's weekly residential pickups, large-scale commercial disposals, recycling, or roll-off, Niederhaus's team is here with reliable, efficient service and the most advanced solutions. Discover the difference that a committed and experienced waste management company can make. Niederhaus Refuse has been in business for over 100 years and is family-owned and operated since 1921. Call Niederhaus Refuse at 402-475-8361 and visit their website at nbrefuselincoln.com to learn more or sign up for your service today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $399 per month.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $399 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $56.52 inside and no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9324. See dealer for details.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson with Peter Ferguson BHS LLC, and on the ones and twos, we have Miss Nia Davis, the Sheila E. of 93.7 The Ticket. That's going to stick. We're going to get shirts, the Sheila E. of 93.7
My
The
dad's
Ticket.
going to love that.
He is. He's going to appreciate it. He's going to appreciate it. Beyonce was already taken. We just wanted to go
Who's
ahead.
Beyonce?
Oh, for crying out loud. We're done. We're done.
Who's the Beyonce of the station?
There is no Beyonce.
Okay,
we can't
right,
replicate that.
She's
And I don't
mother.
want to shut
She's
down.
mother.
You
know what? I appreciate
that whole Beehive thing would come over here and they shut us down immediately.
True.
So no, but really appreciative to have her on the board, and also everybody who's listening. Nia, if people want to tune in, how can they go ahead and listen? I know Twitch, Twitter.
Yep, you guys got. I don't think we're on Twitch, but you guys got YouTube, Facebook, and X, which is Twitter.
There you go.
And you can also listen in and tune in on the app. So a lot of choices.
Amazon Prime too. So if you want to go ahead and catch on, and Allo Channel 961, I want to go ahead and thank them because I know they truly have been supportive, and so appreciate them as well. Also, if you're out and about, want to just go ahead and refresh or rehydrate from the evening, go ahead and come to the mill at 1040 O Street. Luke's up there. He's serving it up. I highly recommend the refresher.
Yeah.
The raspberry
or just
refresher.
to hang out.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You can hang out with the Sheila E. station or our two guests. We've got Jada and Jada Engelbart is just making it happen over as a Grizzly now. She's been a Cub, a Grizzly, a Lion, a Wolverine. I think all the above.
A bird.
And then we also have Abel, who is also doing his thing as well, representing from the Chi-Town, but a Packers fan. So we'll go ahead and resolve that confusion in his life. But we were asking a little bit about advice. You both talked about just being multi-involved. Abel, I don't think we got to you in regards to just what did you do in school as far as whether it be leadership type activities. You talked about Black Student Union, things like that, but were you involved in athletics or what extracurriculars?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna switch it to like the college perspective,
okay?
Because like that's high.
Yeah.
So
well, give us what you did prior, so people know like, what you did building up into that college perspective.
For sure. So I was involved a lot, and the reason why I wanted to be involved was because I felt that I needed to just make my time up. So I would go to, like I said, I was in student government, so I had to wake up in the morning, go to student government meetings every week, wake up 7 a.m., go to school. Right after, have to go to football. And then my dad was really, he really wanted me to, succeed, not just in sports, but in life, right? So he knew the work ethic that I had to put in, and, my family had to put in. And we would go from football, either football, hey, we're going to the library. Hey, we're going to go hit, and that just shows you just how much, he appreciated and the love that he had just, for us to succeed. Growing up in Chicago, you don't see that a lot. It's really hard for that. And then it was just so important because I felt that he really made me just like understand that, the time that you have to put in, not just in school, but in extracurriculars and your sports and your and everything that you do. So that's what I did. And then again, I was also in Black Student Union. I also made my own book club in high school. I was like the president for my senior year. I was just like, we should read this book called Stamped by Jason Reynolds.
Yeah.
And I was like, we should talk about this. It's really important. And, so I started my own book club in high school. It was really fun. Had a lot of teachers involved. They were like, oh, this is crazy. We ain't never had no book club in school. So I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is really interesting. And then that really transitioned to what I do now. I do a lot in school. I'm really involved in school. And that's just what I like to do. I like to be around. People be like, oh, I see you too much on campus. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You see me on campus.
They never a statement they can see you too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's just, it's just what I'm meant for, what I believe in terms of, showing out and supporting others and showing your face. Like, that's just, that comes back to you. Like that just really comes back to you. And everybody should be a part of that. Everybody should have that chance to, go out and show yourself and show what you're made for. And, all that practice that you've done, all that hard work that you've done, all that time you put in the library, in the gym, that's going to show out eventually. So that's what I believe.
Love that. So and I'm going to start with you, Jada. What brings you joy? I mean, you all talked about all these things that you're doing and engaged in, and I think that's great. But like, what personally just brings you absolute joy?
Oh, I'd say the thing that brings me absolute joy is bringing joy to other people. Like, I feel like if I'm smiling all the time and I just like smile at somebody, or like Abel said, be like, hey, what's up? Like, I want them to smile because of me. I don't know what's going on in their life, but I want to get to know what's going on in their life. And I want to make them smile or cheer them up if they're sad. And I think that brings me joy the most, to know that I helped somebody else.
And I've known you, full disclosure, I actually got to coach her for a year or so.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm not easy by any means. And she, even when I was just like, I was completely wrong. And I'm going to say there were many times I was completely wrong. She always came in and had joy, not just in herself, but joy on her face. And that is something, when she talks about bringing that to other people, I know that translates in the teams that you're on, in the classrooms that you're in, but also just with your family as well. So I'm appreciative that's something that you shared, was just about your smile, because that is one characteristic I hope you never lose. Abel, what about you? What's something that brings you joy?
I think Jada nailed it on the spot, making other people happy. Like that's infectious. Like seeing other people smile makes you smile. But other than that, I think my family makes me joy. Like
okay.
real deep down. Like my family, I live on a block where it's all my family members. Like the whole street, 2717 West. Let me not do that. Let me not do that.
Get in the room. It's like, hey, let's turn around from going to Denver. We're going to Chicago now.
No, but
hey, but mom cooks.
Let me shout out the neighborhood. Shout out the neighborhood, Humboldt Park. But yeah, let me not do that. I forgot I was on the radio.
I'm clipping that.
I said I have to love how Jada like looked over her dad. Like I ain't gonna give our address out, Dad. I mean, I know I smiled and people love it, but I know there's some people when you were at Concordia, who played against you, they're still trying to find you. So
no, yeah,
I appreciate. Go ahead, Abel.
But like again, like we have block parties, we have barbecues, we have everything, and living on in the neighborhood, that's like the thing. Like it's like your family is always with you. So when that would always bring me joy, and just listening to music and chilling, having a good time, even though when times are bad.
Right. And I love that. Like I said, you get that text there, they'll be like, okay, he talking about barbecues, cookouts, chilling. Hey, can he throw that? Can you post that address?
I want to live on that block.
It's like DP.
Is there any houses open?
Yeah. I was like, DP, can you go ahead and like when they post it up, we'll just share this on the stream later.
Hopefully it's like, you know what I mean? I said no.
No.
Nah, yeah.
All good. Well, I'm gonna and Jada, I'm gonna start with you. What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received from somebody? The best piece of advice that you've ever received?
I think the best piece of advice I've ever received is from my dad. I know I talk about him a lot, but he's like a really big pillar in my life. He's so inspiring every day. He goes to work with a smile on his face, and I strive to be like him so much. And before volleyball tryouts this year, he sent me a really supportive text that said, stay at a bunch of encouraging words. And at the end, he said, stay humble, stay hungry. And that stuck with me and resonated with me so much. And I've been trying to really input that in my life so much, because I think it's so great. Like, stay humble, like let other people shine, but stay hungry, because you need to strive for your goals and you need to go for everything that you can.
Wow, that's powerful, and definitely you've done that. We'll talk a little bit, but I know you've had some individual, but also team success as of late in a second year of school. So you've definitely put those words to use. Abel, what about you? What's a piece of advice the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
I think the best piece of advice is like, it's okay to make mistakes, right? It's okay. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes or bad decisions, but that's not gonna dictate what you do in your life. Like when I came to Nebraska, I saw a lot of things that didn't make me feel comfortable in a way. Just it was very different, right? And I saw a lot of people back home go do another route, but I'm like in school. I'm like, I'm in university. I'm good, and I remember calling my friend back home, and he was like, "Yo, Abel, like, this is, I can't do this. I can't stay back home. I gotta get out." And he had a wrong route. He was going through a wrong route. But I was like, it's okay to make these mistakes. Like, that's not going to dictate your life. Like, it's not going to really, play an effect. So I think that's really just, a really good advice that I've given and I've gotten too. Like, it's all right to make mistakes. We're all here. We're all human. We're not perfect.
On the other end of that, just you've kind of led into that. And I'll start with you, Abel. Like, what's a truth about life that you wish more people understood? I mean, you talked about your friends and you talked about kind of some of the differences and things that you've experienced when you got here. Like, just again, what is one truth about life that, you really wish more people like got?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really experienced life like to the fullest at what I want to do. But from what I've gotten is that, every day is an opportunity to get 1% better. Like, you have you have different days, you have bad days, you have good days, right? But every day you can strive to get 1% better. And that's something that I look forward to every day when I wake up. I'm trying to get 1% better in terms of like, going to school or learning about new things or, talking to other people. Like those little things get you 1% better. And that's just what I believe because, life happens, and it may not be good. It may be good. Right. But as long as you have that mentality and have a like open mind to it, I feel like that's really just the one key of it, just getting 1% better and having that open mind.
Like that. Jada, what about you? Just one truth about life you wish others understood.
I think one truth about life that I wish more people understood was being respectful to everybody. Sometimes I feel like teenagers, like, they think adults are trying to control them, but if you respect them, they will show you the mutual respect. And I think no matter who they are, where they're from, what they look like, or how they act, if you treat them with respect, I guarantee you that they will treat you better.
And I think you said teenagers. I think that's just general.
Everybody.
I mean,
it doesn't go away as you get
Yeah.
older. You see that all the time.
I think that's infants. I think that's adults. That's grown folks. I mean, we need to see some of that last night, on the streets afterwards. So, well, when we get back after this break, want to know a little bit more about advice that you would still give to maybe your peers. You gave some of that to educators, but then also just a path that you all have plotted. And talk about some of the success you've had. So we'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Our lives only have so much time. But if you smoke, you have less. Your life could be 10 years shorter. And the time you do have is often filled with health problems. Shortness of breath, asthma, COPD, and cancer. But the minute you quit, your body starts healing.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through September 10th is spend $50, get 2 sirloins free, limit of 4. Also, 15% off chocolate. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
The internet headache always starts in the contract. Buffering, hidden fees, connectivity problems, regular outages. What a pain in the asterisk. But there's a cure and a way to stay connected, headache-free with Allo Fiber. No contracts, no secret fees, no robots repeating the same thing over and over. Just fast-acting, painless internet, doctor's orders. Break free from fine print misery. Switch to Allo Fiber now to get real speed and support simplified. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bigger Than the Score. It's Peter Ferguson with Peter Ferguson, BHS LLC, and joined on the ones and twos with Nia Davis, Sheila E., the Sheila E. of the station.
And apparently Amy Lawrence.
And
whoever that may be.
Yeah, that was texted in, so we appreciate that. So we'll just, I don't know, we're gonna check on all that first.
Oh, we'll have to do some research.
Yeah, I'm still going with Sheila.
I'm going with Sheila too. I'm sick of that.
Well, no, we appreciate everybody joining us on Sundays here. Beautiful day outside. We're seeing the traffic here at the mill. So if you get a chance, come on down. We got full day of programming, 1040 O Street. Also the NFL kicking off as well, with the Dallas Cowboys playing the featured game at 3:25. Abel, watch your face. Watch your face.
Hey,
like,
I'm just saying.
As DP always says, who hurt you?
I'm just saying. Dak got that contract right now, so he should go up.
About time to show out. I am also want to give a shout out. We're going to be golfing in the Autism Network golf tournament over at the Highlands today. And so really looking forward to doing that and supporting a great cause out there. And so my friend texted in and he says 1%, Mike Alvarez said get 1% better. I took that as he was saying for me to get 1% better. That's an achievable goal for me today as I'm out there on the course. So thanks for giving him that inspiration. But want to get back to a couple of you. I mean, both of you have had success in a lot of things. And so I'd be remiss, Jada, you are at Standing Bear. It's the second year of the high school. You are a state tournament participant as well as medalist, one of the first ones for the high school, I believe, in tennis.
Yeah.
And so did that year 2 as a first year scholar. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was really awesome. I had never played tennis before, but like,
okay, wow.
The coach was awesome. He was like, I've seen you on the court with a ball, so let me put this racket in your hand and see how it goes. So it was It was amazing. I think I shocked myself, but I put as much time and energy into that as I would in anything else in the classroom or any other sport, and I put that effort in, and I got the results out of it that I wanted, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds in that sport.
So you're in a second year of school. That's a unique experience that a lot of us don't get that opportunity. I mean, we go to school for the first time, but not in a building, like to open up a building. So the building principal, Dr. Sukasada, absolutely phenomenal administrator. But what is unique like about Standing Bear that is people should know?
Yes, I'm really excited to answer this question because something that's been in my mind since day one of entering Standing Bear is establishing a culture that's really important to us because first year we really wanted to set a good culture, set really high standards for the next year. And I think we're doing a really good job of all these incoming freshmen are starting to they want to be involved in the same culture that we're building. And I think that's really exciting.
Awesome. So, Abel, you want to go into elementary education. You want to be an educator, and tell us a little bit why, like, how did that come about? And then I'm going to ask you, like, what's a piece of advice that you would have for educators?
Yeah, so my dream for education started off like maybe when I was like in first grade.
Okay.
Like when I was really young. I've always like wanted to, be that person that students, need, right? And I saw that from my dad. I saw that from my mom because they were both educators in Chicago public schools. And just like the passion that they had and the feedback that they would get from like students, like it just drove me to that. Like it literally just like feeding my attention to that. So people would come up to me like, "Oh, Mr. Yolich, he's the best teacher I've ever had. He," and I'm just like, "Really? Like I don't see that at all. Like that's just that's my dad, right?" So, and he like in a way he was that father figure to these students, and it's just like I was just like, wow, like I didn't even see that. So it really started off when I was young, and when I was choosing like what I really wanted to do, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And I always told people that they were like, oh, you want to be a teacher? You want to be a teacher? Like, they don't pay a lot. There's a lot of good things going on. There's some negativity to it. And I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't really care about that. And when I started really getting into it, I went to Miami this summer, really got a really good teaching experience there, stayed there for about 2 months, was teaching ninth grade mathematics. I was like, this is really what I want to do. And I just really wanted to, inspire people, inspire the youth. I think we were talking about it earlier, like we're the future, right? And that's what I want to be for these students, for these scholars. I want this drive that I have to, be there for them and educate them, be their uncle, be their friend, be their role model, be that figure for them. And so that's just really special to me.
Well, and as I listen to you, I think one, any district, any community, any classroom will be blessed to have you in that space. But also, you're not going to stop as just being, as a classroom educator, which you'll have extreme power. But you're speaking words as an administrator right now, as a building principal, as a district level employee. And so, with that being said, what is a piece of advice that you would have to educators out there right now? And I want to start with you, Jada, a piece of advice that you would have for educators.
I'd say treat your students with maturity because if you treat your students with maturity, then they'll act the same towards you. They'll be more mature.
Love that. Love that. Abel, what about you? A piece of advice. I know you're going into the field and you're going to be getting a ton of advice, but you're seasoned in a way that you could go in and give professional development right now. And so if you were standing in front of individuals right now, what's a piece of advice you could give to them?
I'd say don't be scared. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared about. This profession is not for everybody, and it's definitely gonna put some mental capacity to you. It's gonna break you down, but you don't gotta be scared about it, right? Yeah, I haven't been in the field as I'm hoping to be next year, but for incoming freshmen or seniors or high schoolers that want to get into that, it every day it brings you joy. Every day I like go to practicum or I teach a class, like it brings me joy knowing that I did something for my students, for my scholars. And that's just the beauty of it. Like you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be afraid of like what goes around, like what we say, just like the not the hype, but the bad things, I would say, that's going around, about it. Like you have these shootings too, right? And that's terrible. It's bad. It hurts my heart just like knowing that I'm about to be in this profession and these things are still going. These things are still happening.
But I think the power that one of the stories that I heard was, and it is tragic and there's trauma that goes with it, but the students cared so much about one of their educators that when they brought them back into the room and were performing various measures to save to save that individual's life. And so I think that caring goes both ways, and that's one of the joys that the profession can bring. So as we speak about that love, DP, station owner, always talks about it. Believe it's just absolutely critical and the foundation for things. Finish the sentence. Love is. Abel, love is.
Ooh. Love is loving yourself.
Okay, powerful. Jada, love is.
Love is powerful.
Love is powerful. All right. So I like to give this opportunity. We talk about wanting to have a love huddle. Okay. And so you've got Abel, whether it's educators, you got them all hyped up. They're at Pinnacle Bank. You're speaking to every educator in the state of Nebraska or whatever else. You've got 30 seconds to get them hyped up before they run out there into their classroom, their field, so to speak. Go ahead.
Good morning, educators. It's 8 a.m., right? We're going to have a good day. We're going to have a powerful day, and we're going to inspire today. We're in this field, not just for us, but for the people that need us, for the students that need us, for the parents that need us, for the families that need us. We're going to go out here. We're going to have a fun, amazing day, fun week, and let's learn.
All right. Like that, Jada, yours. Your huddle is going to be to the Standing Bear community. The Standing Bear community. Go.
This is a brand new school. We have years and years ahead of us. We need to treat this school like it's brand new because it is brand new. And we need to, whenever we go out on a court and we're wearing that blue and that gray and the white, we need to wear it like it's a part of our part of ourselves. We need to play like we aren't thinking about homework. We're not thinking about what we're doing tomorrow. We need to play like this is the last day of our lives, and we need to build this culture so it'll live for centuries.
Actually, as we started, we said it's a love huddle. Love both of what both of y'all said. With that being said, I'm truly appreciative of both y'all being in the space today. Not only just pouring into me, but pouring into those who listen, those who will listen, because I think this is going to get retreaded. I always tell people make it go viral, but I think it already has. So with that being said, thank you both, Abel. Thank you, Jada. And thank you, Naya, for being on the ones and twos. And we will be back next week on 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost.